Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Dr. Muhammad Zaman Ashraf. I welcome you all in reaction mechanism. Today, our topic is neighboring group mechanism in aliphatic nucleophilic substitution reaction. So, I will discuss what is neighboring group participation and what is neighboring group mechanism. So, I will also discuss how this mechanism was discussed. And in my previous lecture, I have discussed the ion pair mechanism in SN1 reaction, and the details of SN1 and SN2 mechanism, they have been discussed in my previous lecture. So, let us start with the neighboring group mechanism. Usually this neighboring group mechanism, it is also referred as neighboring group participation. So this mechanism, it was discovered because some of the aliphatic nucleophilic substitution reaction, the rate of reaction is greater as expected. And the second factor which helps to discover or identify this neighboring group mechanism is the configuration at chiral carbon is retained, not inverted, not racemized. So these two factors actually these are the reason for the discovery of this neighboring group mechanism in SN1 reaction. I have discussed the stereochemistry of SN1 reaction. In SN2 reaction, the stereochemistry of SN2 reaction, it has also been discussed in my previous lecture. So SN2 mechanism, they proceed with inversion of configuration. SN1 mechanism, the stereochemistry I have discussed in ion pair mechanism. So it involves the racemization or the inversion. So it means this neighboring group mechanism, the configuration at chiral center or chiral carbon is retained. So it means the two factors, first, rate is high as expected. So some of the nucleophilic substitution reaction, the rate of these reaction is high as expected. And the second factor, it is the stereochemistry at chiral center is retained, not racemized, not inverted. Suppose what is the speciality or the specificity of the reactants which give nucleophilic substitution reaction by neighboring group mechanism? The one thing is the presence of any group at beta carbon which possess non-bonding electrons, unshared electronic pair. Suppose we have carbon, here we have the leaving group. So these are some of the groups, and here this is the alpha carbon and it is beta carbon. So at beta carbon we have some of the groups which possess unshared electron pair. So by involvement or by participation of this lone pair, the first step, it is the removal of this X, and we have this Z, and here we have no positive charge here. So this is the first step, and first step is actually the formation of this ion, and this ion is formed by the participation or involvement of this lone pair of group Z, and this group Z is present at beta carbon with respect to this leaving group. And the second step is the attack of Y, which is attacking nucleophile at the center, and here we have the product. This is a product. So it means this Y, it is attached at this carbon at the same position where the leaving group is present, and this is because of the formation of this intermediate, and this intermediate allows this incoming nucleophile attacks at this direction rather than it attacks from the direction where this Z group is present. So it means why the rate of this reaction is high as expected. This is because of the involvement of this lone pair. So attack of this lone pair at this carbon and removal of X, it is easy as compared to the attack of Y at this carbon and replace X. This is because of entropy factor. So due to entropy factor, it is easy to attack this Z at this carbon and replace the X, and this assist or this actually increase the rate of reaction. This assistance of lone pair or involvement of this Z, it is sometimes it is referred as enchimeric assistance. Enchimeric assistance. Okay, so this is the intermediate and this is product. So first step, it is the formation of this ion, and then second step is the formation of product. This step is the slow step and the rate determining step, and this neighboring group mechanism, this is the first order reaction. Rate of reaction depends upon only this substrate, because in this step this attacking nucleophile is not involved. So this is the first, this reaction has first order kinetics, and the product, this product is formed with the retention of configuration rather than inversion of configuration or the racemization. Okay, so we will prove how this is possible, and then examples of the starting materials which had chiral carbon, and then the formation of the products, and then determination of their properties. It helps to justify this mechanism. So let's start with the examples. So the first evidence determination of the stereochemistry, the suitable reactants are, suppose we have, here we have Br, and here we have OH, and we have H, CH3 and CH3, and then other is OH, Br, and here we have CH3, CH3, H. So this is the 3ODL pair of the reactant. When this 3ODL pair, it is treated with HBr. So this HBr, bromine, here it is the nucleophile, and it replaces this OH, and we will get the dibromo products. So the dibromides, actually this is the leaving group. This is alpha carbon and it is beta carbon. At beta carbon we have Br. So this Br, it acts as neighboring group. So by participation of this neighboring group, the rate of reaction is somehow increased when the lone pair of this bromine attacks at this carbon and it replaces this OH, because this H first protonate this hydroxyl or the hydronium type ion, which is called oxonium ion, is formed, which we have discussed in the conversion of alcohol into alkyl halide by in the presence of acid. So it means the structure of the intermediate, it is somehow like that. Br, and here we have H, CH3, and then H, CH3, positive charge. This is the structure of intermediate, because lone pair of this bromine, when it attacks at this carbon, here OH is removed, and then our products, they are Br. Here we have Br, because the second Br negatively attacks from this side, and then here we have H, CH3, H, CH3. Then we have the other is again Br, and here we have CH3, H, CH3H. Again, this 3ODL pair, when it reacts with HBr, the dibromides, again we have a DL pair. So what is the stereochemistry of the product or the configuration at chiral center or the products when we have erythro-DL pair? Suppose we have OH, Br, here we have H, CH3, CH3H, or we have Br, OH, here we have CH3H, H, CH3. This is erythro-DL pair. So when incoming bromine, this bromide attached at this carbon, the products are, this is, suppose here we have Br, CH3, CH3, H, H. So when you change the position of these two methyl or the hydrogen compound, it remains same, and this compound which has two chiral center, these two groups, they are opposite, and all these groups are opposite. So because of this orientation, this is meso compound. So it means if we have suitable starting material, then by knowing the properties of these products, we can determine the mechanism. The mechanism is involves the retention of configuration. So it means all they are optically inactive, and meso compound is also optically inactive. So but the properties, boiling point or the refraction is different between the DL pair and the meso compounds. So when they have different properties, we can identify which one is the DL pair and which one is the meso compound, and by comparing the structure, we can easily determine that which product is formed from a thio-DL pair and which product is formed from the erythro-DL pair. So this is the evidence for the neighboring group mechanism or neighboring group participation, and the condition for neighboring group participation, this is the presence of any group at beta position with reference to the leaving group which possess unshared electronic pair or lone pair. So another evidence for this neighboring group mechanism, so this is the case when the ion which is formed as an intermediate in neighboring group mechanism, this is symmetrical. Suppose if it is not symmetrical, then the simple substitution does not occur. The substitution with rearrangement also occurs. First, suppose we have, if we have carbon, here we have CH3H, here we have neighboring group Z, and here we have leaving group X. This is CH3 and this is also CH3. So the intermediate formed in this reaction, so when this attacks at this carbon and X is removed, we have this type of intermediate, carbon, carbon, Z. Here we have CH3H, here we have CH3 and CH3. Right now this intermediate is not symmetrical. This is because this carbon where leaving group is attached, it is attached with two methyl groups, while this carbon which is beta carbon with reference to this leaving group, it contains one of the methyl group and one hydrogen. So it means when incoming nucleophile attacks at this carbon, then we have different product, and when incoming nucleophile attacks at this carbon, then we have different product. This is the case when this intermediate, it is symmetrical, but this is not the case for all the reactants that the intermediate which is formed in neighboring group mechanism, it is symmetrical. So in case of unsymmetrical intermediate, then we have not the simple substitution. Here we have sometime this Y negative, if it attacks at this carbon, then we have carbon CH3H, here we have Y, then carbon Z, CH3, CH3. So what is this? This is the nucleophilic substitution along with rearrangement of the groups, because the leaving group is attached here. This is the alpha carbon which is attached with two methyl groups. In the product, Z is shifted from this beta carbon to alpha carbon, and Y, the incoming nucleophile attacking nucleophile, attacks at the beta carbon instead of this. So this is the rearranged product. This rearranged product is formed by the migration of one of the group from one atom to another within this same molecule. So this is also the evidence for neighboring group mechanism, because if the intermediate it is not symmetrical, then the product is also formed with rearrangement. Another kind of evidence, sometimes the intermediates, they have enough stability, they can be they are stable, they can be isolated. For example, in some of the cases, the formation of epoxide, suppose we have carbon, carbon, here we have OH, here we have leaving group. Okay, so when a lone pair of this oxygen, this is the neighboring group, attacks at this carbon and X is removed. As a result, we have the intermediate this positive charge. So it is converted into this epoxide. So this is actually the intermediate of neighboring group mechanism. The incoming nucleophile, it simply abstracts this hydrogen, it results in the formation of epoxide. So formation of epoxides in this reaction, this is also the evidence for the neighboring group mechanism. Sometimes we have lactones. For example, if we have, this is the case when we have O, here we have O, and here we have the leaving group. So this carboxylate sometimes attacks at this carbon and this group is removed. Then we have 2 carbon, this is the 3rd carbon, and we have lactones. So these lactones, they are actually the intermediate in which this group which possess the negative charge, again it is electron rich, attacks at this carbon. So by internal attack we have this lactone. This is also the it has also enough stability to be isolated. So these are also the evidence for neighboring group mechanism. So it means when any group which is present beta with respect to the leaving group, then due to its assistance, rate of reaction is increased, and when intermediate is formed, then incoming nucleophile attacks at the same carbon, same side where the leaving group is attached. So that's why retention of configuration occurs. Because this retention of configuration we never observe in SN1 or in SN2 mechanism. So that's why we have concluded that it involves some different types of mechanism, and that mechanism is neighboring group mechanism. So this is all about the neighboring group mechanism. I have discussed some of the examples. In my upcoming lecture, I will include some more examples of the neighboring group participation. Thank you very much.